Hey friends and neighbors, Doc Martin here. I wanted to show you what our next major project is going to be as far as tractor fixing goes. Had to come out here to the old shed and to show you this. This is the old shed. This used to be part of a house, and it's, what is it, 14 foot by 14 foot, and it was part of a house that my mom had bought and we moved, and I cut this portion off and down along these two walls. Well, this one's still here. Let me see that board going across right there, and then there's one, or there was one, I don't know if it's still there, on the other side. And then I ran braces from the top going down crosswise, and I jacked this thing up with a handyman jack and backed my pickup box trailer up under it and lowered it down and hooked it on the back of my pickup and drug this thing home. It was like having a 8-ton haystack and a shopping cart. Every time I'd turn a corner or something, the sidewalls down there at the bottom, they'd skid along the pavement and what have you. But yeah, this is what I started out with for a shed. And I painted a H farm all in here, 25 years ago. And it looks just as good today as it did when I painted it. And I wish it wasn't ours, but we had use of it for many years, and the guy that owned it, he passed away, and his kids inherited it. And so anyway, if I ever learn how to do a slideshow, I've got other tractors that I restored, and I'd like to figure out a slideshow, or when it comes to making videos and stuff, I'm just as illiterate as can be. I don't know anything about these smartphones or computers or anything. And so anyway, if I could figure out a slideshow deal, I'd go through the pictures and show you what I started out with and what I ended up with. Now, but this, back to the original plan of this video. This was my grandfather's 1930 John Deere D, and it's on steel. And when I was a kid, I used to plow with this. He had a 2-bottom plow, which I have now too, and we would plow with this when I was a kid. And in the fall, we'd get the binder out with his unstyled A, and we'd go out and we'd bind oats. And yeah, I know all about the binders and shocking oats and what have you. And then this would be up in front of the barn, belted up to the thrash machine. And the thrash machine is still out at his, damn it. The thrash machine is still out at his place, but it is long since rotted out and caved in. And my grandfather is gone. He's been gone for quite a few years. And but my aunt and uncle, they own his place. Yeah, that was a tanker going over for refueling aircraft. The Sioux City's airport and air guard is right across the river, and our house is right in the flight path, so they come over pretty low. But anyway, I gotta find out what the hell to do with this damn tub so it'll fall down again. God damn it. But this is the next project. Grandpa retired from farming and sold all of his equipment, and I spent a lot of time on this tractor, and I always wanted it. And unfortunately, at the time, I was living down in Kentucky, and had a small trucking company down there, and was trucking. And and I didn't want to drag it clear down there. So my great uncle bought it for my grandpa, and he had it for several years. And for whatever reason, he took it apart. He took the engine apart. I don't know why. I don't know if he intended on rebuilding it or what, but and Grandpa's brother, he's gone now too, and his son inherited it, and his son farms, and he was going to restore it, and it sat forever, all apart in their building, and finally, when he got up in his 70s, he decided that he wasn't going to have the time to do it. So I was back home, and I talked him into selling it to me, and now I've had it several years, and seems like everybody else's project came before this one, but I had to take the seat off so I could get the doors closed. Well, now the doors are caving in, so I got to get it out of here. Anyway, so yeah, this is our next major project. I brought it home. The head was off, the radiator, the gas tank, bunch of stuff. Pistons were still in it, but I spent, well, actually, my wife and I, Pen and I, we spent about 40 minutes putting it back together loosely, and just to get it, you can see what we got. Bolts, just some have nuts, some have bolt and washers all stacked up. Just put it together loosely, and to keep it out of the weather. The mag, I'm sure I'm gonna have to take it off, because if I remember right, I didn't have any spark, and hopefully if I can't get it to spark, I can send it to that God, I can't, the guy's name escapes me now that rebuilds them. He's all over the internet. Hopefully he's got one, or I can get him to rebuild this one. But that's our shit out of the way. That's going to be our next major project, and I want to get it moved out of here and into the newer shed over there, just through the door where we came, and I want to get it going. And and I screwed up last weekend. I was doing a new subscriber video, and I really muffed it, folks, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm using my son's phone now because I can make longer videos, and apparently I didn't have the video started, and I'm just chatting away, and then it goes black, and I'm like, what in the hell? Well, so I had to start all over, and then I was aggravated and screwed everything up. So I want to do the shout outs again. Rick Bork, I just started watching your videos, got around to it, and really enjoy them. And Michael Russell, AA Just My Life, David Carroll, and this next young man, I screwed him up too, and I really enjoy this young man's videos. Dairy Farming with Trenton. Now, if you guys haven't watched his videos, I really get it. He is the workingest little motor scooter I've seen in a long time. And Weemy Deers, I screwed him up, and I apologize. Because I think I said Weemy Farms or something like that. It's Weemy Deers, Deers. And he's been really nice about it, but I have to apologize to Trenton, Dairy Farming with Trenton, and Weemy Deers. And if you guys don't know what this is on an old D John Deere, that is your oil pressure gauge. When you start your tractor up, that comes up, and you got good high oil pressure. And then if you start going low on oil, or your oil thins out, that drops down. But anyway, I wanted to apologize to those guys for screwing up their handles, and what have you. And I wanted to give you an update on our next project. This head gasket here, I don't know, that I think that came off of Uncle Joe, our 37A, that needs to be restored, but it's not gonna, this one's gonna get running, hopefully, before Uncle Joe. Oh, and I do need another primer cup, if anybody out there has one. This primer cup right there, it's missing one on the other side, and believe me, these old D's are a bear cat to turn over. They double as a primer cup and a pet cock. Oh, and that one's stiffer than, you have to free that up, squirt some juju on it. You swing that open, this little lid comes open, and it's a cup. You pour a little gas down in there, and because these tractors didn't have a choke, so yeah, that's what you do with that. But and I have some of these old spark plugs. I should show them. I had my damn fat fingers in the road there, sorry for the fat fingers and the cussing. Let me see if I can find those spark plugs. I have some spark plugs, and I don't know how many of them have ever seen spark plugs like these before. I got two of them. One is an Edison, and I don't remember what the other one is. See if this is one of them. This is one. but it's not one that I've already cleaned up. It may be in the house. That one isn't. Anyway, let's see what, figure out what kind this is, what flavor this one is. Getting some better light. That's a Champion. But this is a serviceable spark plug. You can unscrew this, unscrew this part right here at the tip of my index finger, and it comes apart. And I've got a couple in the house that I've already taken apart and cleaned up. But they were serviceable. You could take them apart, rebuild them, clean them up, and put them back together and stick them back in your tractor. That'll be a different short video. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Oh, congratulations to Ed Goslin in on all of his subscribers. I don't remember what it is. I think it's 1,000. I think Ed broke 1,000. Holy cats, I wouldn't know what to do with 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's the truth of it. Let me get this locked back up. And yeah, so congratulations, Dad. And goddamn birds are shitting up Matthew's tractor after we got it all fixed up. So yeah, here you go, folks. Thanks for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I don't even know how long it's been since I started this YouTube stuff. I kind of just started out to show people some different things and ideas, and but you guys have really helped me out, so I guess I'll keep going. Oh, Matthew put his shifting knob on there. He needs to paint it. This pedal, according to the book, you push down on that pedal and it raises your implement through your power lift. Then you push on it again and it drops it. Well, this one worked more like a power troll. So we took the linkage out, took a piece of black pipe and made a lever, and you pull her back and it raises up, and push it forward and she drops down. And so Matthew made that lever and out of black pipe, and I see he got a cap for it yesterday and put that on. But anyway, I want to thank all of you subscribers and people that take the time to watch our videos. And I don't know what our next one's going to be for sure. Matthew and I, we have an idea figured out for a Doc Martin video, but it's not going to be rough. So the women and children, I think they could probably stay in the room for our next Doc Martin plan. Anyway, folks, have a great day. Congratulations, Ed. Weemy Deers, I apologize. Dairy Farming with Trenton. I really like that little guy. You guys, you got to watch him. Just go watch him one time. Do it for me. Tell him I sent you over. And you guys, happy trails. Have a great day.